Hello, welcome to another English couple.
Hello and welcome.
Now, Julia.
Now, Richard.
I'm dreading this one somewhat.
I don't know why.
We're doing, what are we going to call this? Grooming one another, petting. What is it? You pet dogs and animals.
Grooming.
Personal grooming.
Not intimate grooming.
No, that's
personal.
A different thing. That one is on the X-rated channel. We'll give you that if you send us the appropriate amount of money. Yes. Preening, is it? No,
preening is
preening. Is that a good word?
Yes.
This is not with animals. You know, like you can take your dog to a pet grooming thing and have it.
You can't take your boyfriend to a dog groomer.
No. Now I don't know. I
tried.
I don't know how many couples ever do this, but you might. Sometimes you might. It might be as simple as pulling somebody's lapels out if they're tucked in.
Tightening up a tie,
or cutting nose hair, or clipping fingernails, or toenails. If you can't bend down, you might get your partner to do that for you, or rubbing their feet, I suppose.
Oh yes, feet massages, back massages and stuff like that.
But we can't hang about because what we've got to do takes a little bit of time to sort it out. But before that, we had an interesting comment on one of our previous videos about lemons. And I have got some lemons and I haven't used them. And the person, I can't remember who it is, so apologies for that, but they said...
Sorry, my mind has gone blank as well.
They said, stick them in a
jar of water.
So we've got
to preserve them, keep them fresh.
To keep them fresh so they don't dry out and go horrible. So I've got a jar.
And we've got lemon.
And we've got water in it. And there we are.
Ta-da!
So stay tuned for 3 months.
Pretty sure it said whole.
We'll let you know if they've survived. We'll put them over there. If they don't survive, we'll put some monkey's nuts in it or something, and we'll see if they survive. Monkey nuts, I like those. They're like peanuts.
That's better.
Yeah.
I don't like the sound of monkey's nuts going in the jar.
No, I didn't think monkeys had. Anyway. So what? This is how we get into trouble. So what do we actually do?
This is how we roll.
You did this last night, and you said, "Oh, this would be good for you, Richard, because your skin is rubbish."
That's not what I said at all.
No.
Then again.
But this is part of the grooming thing that you can do for your partner, is it?
Yes.
So we better tell them what we're going to do.
I mean, last night I was doing my hair, repurpling.
And it looks splendid, I have to say. It looks absolutely gorgeous.
Thank you very much.
Wish I could purplise my hair. Under the arms.
There'd be no point.
No, no one would see it.
So, so I had decided to put a face mask on. So it's probably a bit too soon for me to do it. A face mask on. So peel-off face mask.
So this isn't something that you do at Halloween or at Christmas parties?
No,
What is
no.
a face mask? Better explain for
face
those people
masks, for those who don't know.
Yes.
I think most people might know.
Most women would know, but a lot of men may not know.
Not necessarily. Some women might not know. Anyways, it's a combination of helpful herbs and minerals and things that they'll put into a little cream or something that you apply to your face, leave it on for a while and take it off. It helps to rejuvenate your skin or what have you. This particular one is a deep pore suction easy peel clay mask. It's Seventh Heaven charcoal black clay peel off.
Lovely. So what, we're going to dab this on each other?
Yes, we're going to daub each other with it.
And the skin will be
it'll tighten up and we'll talk like this.
Will we rejuvenate and become youthful? Will we end up as like two little... No, we mustn't sing that. He went to prison, didn't he? Will we...
Anyway.
Can you see what it is yet? It's a prison cell waiting for you. Is it... so will this make us rejuvenated to little children? Will we be...
Hello there. Hello, little children.
I'm sorry, there's nowhere on here that it says anything about a miracle.
Oh, I see. It's
just
make
going
our
to
skin
help
feel
us
good.
feel good, and it's going to give us a little bit of
So instead of going to a spa, although there are other supermarkets, no, instead of going to one of these, holiday things that cost you a fortune.
The health spa.
Yeah, these cost £2 each from a supermarket near me. So we are investing £4 in this video.
Would you like to do mine first?
Yes.
Because you've got glasses on.
Yes, and I can see.
If I do yours first, you
so
won't be able to put your glasses on to
What
do
am I
mine.
expecting in here? A liquid or something?
Yes. You
Can
might
you
want
open
to
it?
pour
I
it into
can't
a
open it. I'm
gland. Pour it into my hand, and then...
Do I pour it into your hand?
Well, just thinking, because that might be easier for you to then swipe it and dab it.
Oh yeah, it'd be much easier to swipe and dab. You don't get much in there, do you?
You don't need a lot, actually.
No. Can you get it in jars and things like that?
I don't know. You probably can from the big
Is it sort of a latex?
From the big beauty therapy.
So I don't know if you can see it. We haven't got the camera to do close-ups and stuff, but this just looks like...
It's like black PVA glue.
It's like bat poo. You can imagine a little bat flapping down and going...
Nah, it's nothing like bat poo. I know what guano looks like, and that's not it. No, not recommended. Not recommended.
Right, anywhere?
Just
all around. Not the eyes.
Not the eyes. Not the eyes, and not the mouth.
So this is a bit like going back into the theatre and doing makeup for people. Yes. You know, as if you were. Well, obviously you can't do the old minstrel shows anymore, and you're probably not allowed to mention it. But when I used to do mime, I put on a white face. So I'm allowed to say that. Because I was doing Marcel Marceau type of mime, you know, white face mime, and all of that. Oh,
I did a sore patch on my face there where Joe's face contacted mine day before yesterday.
What?
Still no bruise though.
You mean cannonball head?
Yeah, cannonball head. Stopped very abruptly on my cheekbone. Sorry, you were saying about.
Yeah, so Marcel. Of course on a but clown makeup as well, and of course in England, as we are the English couple. There was a tradition. I suppose people are a bit more nervous about doing it now because of recent racial tensions, I suppose. But the Morris men, you used to get Morris men that would put on black faces, which I don't know quite what it represented, whether it was because they were in mining towns and places like that. I don't know. I don't know the history of...
I don't know either.
That. How much do I do? All round? You don't want to get it in your hair, presumably?
No, preferably not. I mean, it's no big issue if it does, but...
Oh, I see what you mean. You don't need a lot.
You don't need a great...
Because you've got a little face, haven't you? If you've got a massive, great moon face with double chins and, you know, cheeks that are...
You made me snorkel.
Are you supposed to keep your face completely still? Is that
at this point it's still dry, so I'm still wet. So.
Yeah, and how long does it take to dry?
About 10 to 15 minutes, and then the last 5 it should be just thoroughly.
If any manufacturers out there watching wants to send us some
products to try out on each other,
yes,
send them.
Send them in. You know, especially sort of the sloppier the better. The sloppier and more. What about on your nose? You do all of the nose?
Yeah, you can go around my nose.
Up the nose?
No, I wouldn't go around the nose. That's a silly guy.
Well, you might want to get
a silly guy.
So it doesn't take the nasal hairs out, does it?
I don't know.
I'm not doing the lips. Do you want me to do the lips?
No, thank you.
No. Look at this. My services for finger poking around your face, very cheap. Very cheap.
Right, now we just need to kind of...
yeah, you're kind of done.
Level it out.
How do you mean, level it out?
As in, just keep adding it.
Oh, I see. Is this like the levelling up thing that the government used to tell us they would try to do?
Make sure there's a decent
Oh, I dropped a bit. Not on No, on me. A decent layer. Yeah, now, another thing that, of course, this is... I wondered if this is a bit like latex, because you say it peels off.
Yes.
And in the past, of course, if you've done any modelling, you may have used liquid latex. And I've made masks in a similar way, funnily enough. But over yeah, but not on a person's face, but on a model. You know, you make a what do you call it?
Paper mache? No.
Yeah, you make a mould of a mould. Yes. Not the mould that you get in the bedroom, you know, if you've got bad ventilation.
I don't know. So why specifically the bedroom?
Well,
is that where you've had mould?
I've had mould in my bedroom in the past.
Experience made you say that.
Yeah, experience. It said, "Here's a gun to your face. Say it." I had terrible mould in my bedroom because of the old nature of the house, and as a result, I can't remember the name of the condition, but I had a condition in my lungs, which meant I was unable to wear a mask during the pandemic because it affected my lungs. It begins with S. I can't remember what it is.
I can't remember either.
I made a video about it in the long distance past, but I can't remember. Anyway, I think that's about it.
Just before you met me, and
there's tons left. Oh, I didn't know whether...
No, just sticking it there.
And is it water-based? No, it's not water-based because it peels off, isn't it?
Yeah.
We've got this little bowl here.
Maybe we should have made it warm water.
Yeah, or soapy water, or even petrol. Petrol would have removed it.
Petrol?
Petrol's quite good for removing petroleum, you see. It's what they make Vaseline out of, isn't it?
Ah, yes, petroleum jelly, yes, of course. Just when you say it like petrol, like right?
Yes, probably not the stuff you stick in your car.
No.
Definitely not the stuff I put in my van. Now, of course,
I don't
really need to have this done to me, do I?
No, because you're beautiful as you are, dear.
Absolutely. Well, you've demonstrated it so well. But, of course, you're going to do it anyway.
I am.
I thought she might. Let's have a look at the time. Time's ticking on. It's about 10 minutes in, so we're all right. We're halfway through. So what we might do is you get this on. We may have to pause to let this dry.
Yes, and then continue.
And then come back to you. But anyway, I suppose I've got to take my glasses off now.
I need to turn around towards you a little bit.
I look very different without my glasses. And so does the world.
Yes. So it'd be interesting to find out.
Oh, it's cold.
Yeah, it's a slight little bit cold.
Yeah.
To find out what other couples that may be watching, what they do, whether they have any little rituals that they do together.
It is quite
as
fun.
part of the grooming process.
I mean, yesterday we cooked together. We spent most of the Sunday afternoon cooking. We did a nice apple pie, and we cooked a stew, and it was very nice just being together. I suppose because we don't live together all the time, and we're not yet fed up with one another. And so it's quite nice to do these things together. You wouldn't necessarily do this, I don't think, as a man with another bloke, unless you were that way inclined. Shall I put it that discreetly as that? But, just with a mate that you normally play darts with. Here, Barry, come over and we're going to put some latex. Yeah, all right, mate, that sounds lovely.
Some face masks.
Face masks to improve the quality of our face. In the past, as I say, I put makeup on, but it's been greasy. And people would say, oh, that's not good for your skin, you'll come out in spots and all that. I never did.
You'd never leave it on, though, would you?
Well, only for the performance.
No, that's what I mean. You wouldn't, after your performance, you'd take it off.
And of course, when I was playing Snug in the TV series Snug and Cozy, which was my own creation, of course, my own stupid fault, really, my whole head was covered in a pink makeup, which was and we had it on from 6 in the morning till probably about 5 or 6 in the evening. There were long filming days. We had to drive to locations and continually have this stuff bunged on. It was tedious because I'd written sketches in which we fell into swimming pools and things, and it changed colour. It went yellow in water. And of course we didn't actually test that. We did another one where we were on a bed that goes down, a double bed, Nigel and I dressed up as aliens on a double bed on wheels that comes out of a removal van down a hill unaided at speed and ends up in a car wash. And the car wash actually came in and washed us, and of course again it turned yellow.
Oh, God.
The pink makeup. We didn't realise that at the time. It would have been quite good to have had some latex-based makeup, actually, because we could have just peeled it off at the end. So that's
in a wanna, yeah.
In a wanna. But I guess your skin can't breathe through a latex-based.
No, and you'd get.
You only got this on for 20 minutes, and then you peel it off, and it sucks out all the impurities. Is that the
supposedly
thing?
Yes.
Marvellous. Now I haven't got my glasses on. Can you do me a favour?
Yes.
If you look at the camera, can you see the 2 little LED lights going up and down for the volume?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Because last time we filmed the whole thing.
Oh yes, and we lost.
And the batteries had died in the radio mics, and we didn't know.
Who are those 2 weirdos?
I don't know.
Who are they?
Oh, actually, whilst we're here, ladies and gentlemen, we'll do the thumbnail.
Oh yeah.
We may as well, and then we'll cut and come back to minutes later. Well, not much has happened.
No, we're still drying.
We sat there for 4 hours in between takes, ladies and gentlemen.
He's so good at lying.
3 days and 4 hours. Now, in between that, Julia said to me, what other rubbish can we say to the audience that has something to do with...
Again, that's not quite what I said.
Preening. And then you said, oh yes, wax what is it? Ear candles.
Oh, ear candles. And you said, what the heck is that?
What the hell is an ear candle? Now I can feel it.
You can feel it tightening now, can't you?
Oh yes, I can feel. Like
I can see where you laugh. There's some lines in it where
I
you
never
laugh.
I never laugh.
Oh no, yeah,
no,
you're straight
never
laced.
laugh. Yeah. You could actually, just before you tell them about ear candles, this would be very good if you ever wanted to do a ventriloquist act.
Oh yeah, to practice to keep the mouth as still as possible. Yeah.
It's the way to do it. Hello there. My name's Stu.
Because you can barely move your mouth with this stuff on. Anyway, ear candles.
Ear candles. To my knowledge, what it is a waxed piece of paper shaped in a cone. Gets popped in the ear. They light the end of the cone, and the heat draws the wax and all the rubbish that's caught in the wax up out of the eardrum.
So it's not a wax candle.
It's not, no.
That the candle that you light drips wax into your ear.
It's not a candle made of ears or earwax, no.
Oh, a candle
but
made
the reason
of ears.
The reason I even mentioned them is
because...
Can
you hear me?
Because some people actually do have, even if they're not using it or not, have some sort of experience or qualifications in beauty therapy.
Yes.
And so like there's a couple I know where she can do wax candles on his ears, and he loves it. You know, there's all sorts of different little things one can do for one another.
You certainly have to trust your partner, don't you? You can imagine if you've had an argument and go, right, okay, well, anyway.
Right, it's time to wax you now.
Now I'm going to wax you.
Back and crack.
An ear, yeah, well, an ear candle in there. You could, they could shove a lump of dynamite in your ear and light it and run and go, oh.
Your ear, more like your rear.
Your ear, up your, anyway. So, yes, there's lots of ways. We'd love to know in the comments, of course.
How do you, or how have you in the past, treated and preened and personally groomed with your partner?
Yes.
I must say, this is a first.
Yes, this is the first time we did this. You showed me a picture of you doing this yesterday, and I said, we should do this in the show.
And I said, okay.
Because it just looks silly, and I just thought it'll make an interesting thumbnail, if nothing else.
If nothing else.
If nothing else, it's all about the thumbnail, folks. So, this is now, I'm feeling this is pretty dry. It is a bit like
It's not looking dry yet.
Is it still sheeny, still, glossy?
Because mine went on, ow, that's still damp up there. Mine went on before yours, so yours should just be a couple more minutes.
So should we peel yours off first and see what happens? How do we peel it off? I quite like this.
Being fanned.
It's just, unfortunately, it's one of those miserable days outside where it's pouring with rain.
Can't go and bask in the sun.
Yes, no, it's just that this thing, with the big...
Oh, yes.
The big pampas grass that they use, or whatever it is, in the Indian films where you see them, the memsahbs. Is it memsahb? Whoever it is that do this, and there's the person being... It's always in a nice hot country.
Grapes.
Yes, and grapes. Nero. Was it Nero? He was so Pharaoh. Anyway,
I don't know, I have images of Cleopatra being
eaten by an ass.
Waved by palm leaves and...
Yes, exactly. That's the sort of thing that I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's Joe's, one of my youngest favourite thing to say at the minute. That's what I'm talking about, Mummy.
Yeah, if only it was. Right, shall we peel off yours? Because yours has been there for some time and the audience are thinking, when are we going to get to the end of this?
Do you want to do it?
Yes, tell me what I have to do.
Just find the edge and just
peel it off.
at it. Try to get it off in a wanna.
In a wanna?
Yeah.
It's quite stuck. Oh yes, I see what you mean. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is this is a good way of sticking your nails into your... Hang on, I've got some scissors here.
Oi. I know where they've been.
Yes, up my nose.
So I've got an itch up my nose. Really? Ow.
Did that hurt?
Yes.
So sorry.
I'm going to have to start waxing my face.
I've got this
Not
treatment
waxing,
Good job I shaved this morning.
Perimenopausal. God dang.
Who is he? Mr. Perimenopause.
It's a phase of life, dear.
Oh, is it? Perimenopause. Is he like Perry Mason as Ironside? Another TV series that goes over your head. Right.
Suppose
I'm going to try and lift this.
The very start of the change for a woman.
Oh, the very start. What do you change into a butterfly?
Ah! I'm finding there's all sorts of...
She'll have to stay like it. She's no longer the lovely Julia.
Hey! Get it out!
If I do it rapidly, does that make it better? I'm slightly fearful now because I've got this happening to me. And there she is.
Oh,
the lovely,
ouch!
the lovely, it's like a death mask.
I tell you what, the one yesterday did not do that.
Did it not?
No.
Well, there it is. That
Ow!
Sorry about that.
That was pretty much a waxing of the face. Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, I'm hoping.
there's my face.
There it is. Now, if you had a pumpkin, you know, at Halloween, you could stretch that back over a pumpkin. It would be quite useful, wouldn't it?
That's amazing. That's my beard right there.
Yeah, you've no longer got a beard.
I've been meaning to.
You've got a few little bits.
To think about how to deal with that.
So
I don't need to worry now.
I think it's my go now.
Smooth as a baby's bottom. It's still wet bit, for
I know,
goodness
but
sake.
we're running out of time on the video and I've got to get it uploaded.
You took so long putting mine on.
I didn't realise it'd taken that long.
You did, because you were waffle, waffle, waffle. You know, waffle, 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 then put, waffle, waffle, waffle.
The relationship is now beginning to come to a crumble. Come on. Come on.
Ye of little faith.
Time.
You should have thought about that to start with then,
Well, it's not my fault. Oh, you're starting... Where are you starting? You're starting at the chin.
Can't even get yours off.
What do you mean?
I can't get it off.
Yeah, you see, that's why putting it on at the time that I did was good. Don't tell me it's stuck on here.
I've never put one on a man before that
I've got another show to do yet this afternoon. I can't go on. Hello, welcome to the Made in England show, in which we're talking nonsense, and I'm dressed like this. You may have to scroll. We haven't edited this much, so you may have to scroll through it because Julia's obviously hopeless at pulling off.
Well, it doesn't help that in parts it's not fully dried, I think.
Yeah.
But that's not my excuse right now. This is not.
You see, you should have spent more time putting it on because I had no problem. Mine was a work of art. Bicka bicka nicka wicka. Start at the top then.
It's melded to your face.
No,
I'm getting it. I'm getting it.
Oh, here we go.
That's not going to work so much because that's not dried properly.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's my eyebrows. Oh, yeah. You do feel it though, don't you?
You do.
That is like a layer of skin coming off.
The one I did yesterday was a different make, so
yeah. This is more torturous, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, if the one yesterday hurt this much,
you wouldn't do it twice.
I would have been like, I'll just do it for you today.
Yeah, thanks. This is coming off in bits. I don't get a death mask, luckily.
No, you don't get a death mask. Not today.
Oh. It still feels like it's on, even where you've just pulled it off.
Yeah.
Oh, that does feel... Oh, bloody hell. Cringing like a little baby. So, ladies and gentlemen, what we would like you to do is to do this to your partner and send us pictures. We could set a whole new trend. Do tell us if you've done this. It would be fascinating to know. Oh, that's so much better around my nose because my nose was getting very itchy.
Get off.
There we go. How about that? If you've done anything to your partner that beats this, we'd love to know. Send us a postcard.
Do you wax your partner's back and crack?
Oh my God, you're certainly not going there. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this has been fun.
It's been an experience, I'll say that much.
Nice to be able to see again now. Well, there we are. So I'm now. It does feel smooth, mind you. I did have a shave this morning, but ooh, what's that? I've just put my fingers in.
Yeah, there's bits that aren't dry yet.
Oh, I didn't know. No one said.
I can't remove them at the moment because they're wet.
Well, there we are. I hope you've had fun watching us wax lyrical about the charcoal, PVC, whatever it is. Witch hazel and some other incantation has been placed on us. Julia's fishing it out the bin.
It's activated charcoal to draw out, detoxifying activated charcoal to draw out dirt and our wickedly clever mix of witch hazel and natural clay to calm and soothe your skin. We'll squeak with cleanliness.
We are squeaking.
No, you'll squeak with, ow, it hurts!
Well, anyway, there we are. Thank you for watching. We will see you next time on An English Couple. But from Julia and I...
Ta-ra for now.
Bye-bye.